My name's Patrick Buehl. I'm the co-founder and executive director with Horizon Recovery.
Can you tell me about your own mental health journey?
My mental health journey began at an early age. It was shaped by instability, uncertainty, and a deep longing for consistency, to be honest. I came from a split family. I learned early on what it felt like to be pulled in two different directions. My parents were separated when I was young, and as a child, I struggled to understand why my family wasn't whole. To make things more difficult, I was diagnosed with ADHD and Tourette syndrome at a young age. These conditions brought their own set of challenges, struggling to focus, impulsive behaviors, physical tics that I couldn't control that I still have to this day. If you see my shoulder go or my eyes twitch, that's just something that I've, been able to basically learn to control, in my older adult years. Growing up with ADHD and Tourette's often meant battling behavioral challenges that honestly I didn't fully understand. My emotions felt like a roller coaster at times. I acted out because I didn't have the tools to really regulate my feelings. My teachers and peers didn't always understand what I was going through, which only made it, harder and worse for me. Adding to the instability, I moved frequently as a child. I was living with my mother at the time, bouncing between different cities and environments. And each move meant for me to start over, new schools, new friends, new routines. And just when I felt like I was getting settled, it was time to pack up and leave again. And as a young kid, that constant change was really truly hard for me to feel grounded or secure. And over time, I began to build emotional walls and kind of protect myself. By the time I reached adolescence, all these experiences had compounded, leaving me angry, at times confused, really struggling to find my place in the world. I didn't have tools or support to cope in healthy ways, so I often turned inward, isolating myself or acting out. But truly, deep down, I always had this small spark inside me, the belief that I was meant for a lot more than, what I was currently experiencing. I didn't want to be defined by my own struggles. I didn't want to feel like a victim of a circumstance. I wanted to find a way forward, not just for myself, but for others who felt as lost as I once did. Through a lot of self work, personal growth, and right support, I slowly began to rebuild my life. I found mentors who believed in me. I got truly connected to people that had struggled with the same things that I had, and saw my potential instead of my struggles. Like I talked about prior, I really started to learn how to manage my ADHD, the Tourette's, how to manage and work with my brain instead of against it. And with that, I discovered my own experiences. The things I once thought made me broken were actually my greatest strengths. So those struggles truly gave me a sense of empathy, a sense of worth, resilience, and a deep understanding of what it feels like to be the kid who doesn't fit in. The teen who feels lost, the young person searching for meaning, that was me. That's why Brian and I that's why Brian and I founded Horizon Recovery, to give others the guidance and support that I once needed as an adolescent, as a young child. And today I take my story and I use it as a message of hope. To any parent watching this, I just want you to know your child is not broken. They're not their diagnosis, their struggles, or their worst moments. They're capable of healing, growing, and finding their own way, just like I did. If you're feeling lost as a parent, not knowing how to help your child, know that you are not alone. And Horizon Recovery would provide you the tools, the guidance, and the support your family truly needs. Healing is possible and hope is real. So let's walk this journey together.
And thank you for sharing your story. And
Yeah.
it's when I was uh, listening, it's very relatable because I come from divorce, and my parents divorced when I was 8, and I grew up with learning disabilities and stuff like that. So your story is very relatable. How important is it for people to have that connection with people with lived experiences?
I think it's very important for people to feel that connection, because if they get it from somebody that's walked through the things that they're going through, it gives them hope. It gives them the ability to be resilient. It gives them, inspiration. A lot of my job outside of executive management is spending time with these kids, encouraging them, showing them, that they have the ability for a brighter future just like I did. I had a lot of other struggles as well as a teen, getting in trouble in school, really anything that a teen goes through. Emotionally, I was there. I was lost, I was broken, I was depressed, I was anxious, I was seeing psychologists, psychiatrists, medications, a lot of challenges, and people resonate with that. They see someone, that has made it out, that has, overcome some of these unique challenges and is now really truly defined by those challenges, but using those as an asset to help them. So I feel like it's very important, and it truly resonates with people that have been through what other people are currently going through.
So I'll take a step back. What is Horizon Recovery?
So Horizon Recovery was truly born from the belief that no child should suffer in silence. We wanted to create a safe place where teens feel truly seen. That was part of the struggle when we were analyzing, the healthcare landscape for kids and adolescents. A lot of what we were seeing was kids weren't feeling valued. They weren't feeling seen, heard, supported. So we truly wanted a place, I wish I had existed when I was younger. Too often mental health care feels impersonal or ineffective, and I truly knew that there had to be a better way, and Horizon Recovery is that better way. We offer not just treatment, but a community of healing, and not just for teens, but also for their families.
Yeah, what are some of the programs?
Yeah, so we offer an array of services within our programs, but I'll give you the breakdown of our programs. So we take a comprehensive approach to healing, which means we don't just treat symptoms. We help teens rediscover themselves. Some of our core programs include residential treatment, which is, 24/7 structured care. That's really designed for adolescents who require intensive round the clock care due to significant mental health challenges, behavioral concerns. And with that, we have extensive services that we offer on an individual basis. So when people say individual treatment plans, what does that mean? Well, for us, it's truly individualized. So, if one kid needs neurofeedback, if another kid benefits from equine therapy, if there's more art therapy that needs to be done, if there's more individual and family therapy that needs to be done, it's truly individualized. So that's part of what makes us unique, but I also think the experience is what truly makes us unique as well, because we not only have a very stringent vetting process, but one of the requirements to work for Horizon is, soft skills, empathy, compassion, in it for the right reasons, truly there to show these kids a brighter way of life, a brighter future for every kid that walks through the door. And I think with our residential treatment center, everybody sees that. Our reviews are truly um, there to provide other families with hope that are looking and lost, because there's a lot of, unethical providers in behavioral health, unfortunately. And when Brian and I created this thing, we really defined what that looked like for us, values, morals, ethics. How can we do something different? How can we not only support the teens and the families that walk through the door, but the employees that are going to be providing the care to our clients? When the employees feel valued, when they feel supported, our care is top notch. So we have a huge emphasis on the experience of our clients and how our staff treat them, how they care for them, how they educate them. But also, we have a strong emphasis on clinical, right? So we have national quality clinical care, evidence-based practices that are truly top-notch. And with that comes a very strong program. So not to get off track, I know you asked about the programs. So residential treatment is the foundation of Horizon. That's where, the adolescent starts out with the treatment process. And then we offer a PHP step down program. And that's really ideal for adolescents who need structured intensive treatment, but do not require 24/7 care. We're also one of only a few providers in the nation that offer a supportive housing component to the PHP program. That way, these kids get an extra layer of support. If they're not ready after 45 to 60 days at the residential level of care, and, the family dynamic still needs work, there still needs to be parental coaching, a lot of parent support, and really truly defining what safety looks like in the home. We offer that extra level of support to the adolescents so that they may, re-enter the home when everybody's safe and ready. After PHP, we offer an IOP program. We offer in person. We also offer virtual. We have a very strong clinical IOP program, and that's really suited for adolescents who still need consistent therapeutic support but can function safely in their home environment. It's often a step down from PHP or a higher level of care than weekly outpatient therapy, which we do offer. We offer the fourth layer of services and programs that we offer is consistent outpatient therapy and med management. So truly ongoing support for long-term success, and who that's really for is adolescents who no longer require structured treatment but still benefit from regular counseling and check-ins to maintain their mental health.
And you've talked a lot about empathy. So, how important is empathy in the recovering process?
Oh man, you give me goosebumps when you ask me that question because for me empathy is everything.
Yeah.
I'm an empath at heart. My mom truly showed me how to value someone, how to create a personal connection with someone, how to show them love, how to show them compassion. And that is truly one of the founding values of Horizon Recovery. And healing happens when someone feels understood, not judged. And teens struggling with mental health often feel isolated, like no one gets them, just like I did. That's why we lead with compassion first at Horizon, beginning with that very first phone call with our admissions coordinators and shining through every interaction with every staff member that works for us. When someone says, I see you, I hear you, you're not alone, that's when true healing begins.
I was looking at your website and you talked earlier about your staff. So,
Mhm.
what is it like working with people that have similar missions?
Oh, wow. It's inspiring. It truly is. It's also humbling for us in leadership positions to see the commitment, to see the drive. Every day we get to collaborate with incredibly passionate people, clinicians, mentors, educators. And these people are truly dedicated to making a difference, just like we are. And, to us, it's more than a job. It's truly a movement. We're all working toward a shared vision, a world where really no teen feels hopeless, a world where every teen has the ability for a brighter future. And that's really what we truly strive for.
What do you do to help your own mental health?
That's a great question. So, I first and foremost, I practice what I preach, right? So, self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. Some of the things that I do for self-care is daily affirmations, practicing gratitude, connecting with loved ones is huge for me. Relationships are healing, healthy relationships, consistency. So I prioritize family and friends. I also do a lot of exercise and sports. At Horizon, a lot of us employees get together. We play pickleball quite often. I have a group of friends in the community that we play pickleball tournaments. I also have a family, so we take our kids to the park. They're all in sports, so I'm playing and learning and developing, different ways to connect with them as a father, outside of work. And that's truly what self-care looks like for me.
What would you say to anyone going through a tough time?
Wow. I mean, there's so much you could say to someone that's going through a tough time. I guess I would start with you are not alone. You are not broken, and there's truly help out there for you. Pain can feel permanent. It did for me, but I promise it is not. There is hope and there is help. No matter how dark things seem, your story is never over. Keep reaching out, keep fighting, and if no one has told you today, you are worthy of healing just like I was.
Where do you want to see your mission, say, in the next 3 to 5 years?
Horizon Recovery, I think what we're truly striving for in the next few years is to be the gold standard in adolescent mental health care. And what that means is not just in treatment, but in prevention, in education, in family support, really just a robust mission to support all of the socioeconomic factors. I want to see more teens finding hope sooner before their struggles escalate. I want families to feel empowered and not lost in the process, which we've seen in the past. I want mental health conversations to be normalized, so that teens never feel ashamed to ask for help. And most importantly, to be honest with you, I want every child who walks through the doors to leave knowing that they are loved, capable, and strong.
How does it feel for you when you see kids, teens, and even families succeed?
Wow, I mean that's the juice, right? That's why we do it. I show up to as many graduations as I can, and my true value in that graduation is to not only share a little bit of about my childhood experience, but to give them hope while they walk through the next step of their life. And, the biggest thing for us at Horizon is seeing those smiles, seeing the families cry, seeing the kid cry out of joy, out of hope, out of inspiration. Graduations are a very emotional thing for all of us staff because it's just like, yes, they got it. You see that light bulb, you see that new look in their eye that tells you that this kid has a chance. They truly have a chance at a brighter future, and we were a little piece of that. And it's just truly inspiring. And again, it's just the juice that keeps it all worth it for us.
How can people reach out and learn more?
People can reach out to Horizon Recovery in many ways. So we have a website, right? horizonrecovery.com. There's action steps on the website where you can fill out a form, ask one of our reps for help. You can be linked directly to our main line, which is our admission line. You can also email us at info@horizonrecovery.com. And our phone number is on the website as well. It's the first thing that you'll see.